tell you what happened. It wasn't straightforward. It was never straightforward. Nothing ever is straightforward, and the best things in life are never straightforward. It takes a route to get there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But what I would say is, like, me and my uncle, we was out in Sierra Leone, and I'd just done a medical at Spurs, actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
no swearing on this channel, please. No swearing.
Blasphemy. It's blasphemy. But it was from Chelsea, and then Roman Abramovich said that I couldn't go there. Basically, he called us back, said, "You ain't going to Spurs. Like, we don't do business with them." So I said, "All right, cool. What's the next best thing?" I said, so I got my agent to actually get some other clubs, some other options. So me and my uncle went to Sierra Leone. Was there for like 2 weeks. Then we got a phone call while we was out there saying that you need to come back. So it was West Ham were interested, so we had to come back and meet Pardew at the airport. So we got to the airport, straight off the plane, straight into a hotel at the airport, and obviously I spoke to Pards, and he sold the club to me, and I spoke to I think it was, I can't remember who it was, the chairman at the time. I think it was Brown or something. I can't remember. Yeah. But what happened was that I just fell in love straight away. Do you know what I mean? Because there was about 6 or 7 people from the club, and they all sold it to me in the best way possible. And then me and my uncle decided a little chat, and then we said, "Yeah, it's the right one for you. You know, this is the way we got to go." And then we signed at the airport.
I love it, man.
We signed at the airport, and then I just had to come in for pre-season training, and then the deal was done, you know. And then that was the start of a fairy tale story.
Millwall. I mean, what was it like playing against Millwall, man?
Oh, mate, that was like, because you knew how much was riding on it.
Yeah.
Like, you can't lose that game. Millwall game, the Millwall game is like, that is the most nerve-wracking game I've probably been in at the start, because you know from the night before, if you can't even have losing in your thoughts. You know what I mean? You have to win that game, no matter what. Otherwise, your fans are going to cremate you. Like, you will not be able to walk around town the next day with your head held high for at least 10 years. Like, you can't. It can never happen. So you got to understand it. So I already knew that. So I just, before everything, I just made sure that I made myself a nuisance against them. I remember there was one game, I think we played them when we was in the champ. And who was it that got sent off early doors? I think it was Kevin Nolan got sent off early. So our game plan went out the door like early on in that game. And I think it's the game when Winston Reid scored the winner.
Yeah. I know.
So that game, Kevin Nolan got he got sent off early in that game, and I was like, no way, this is gonna be an uphill. And we had to play 10 men through the whole game. And then I think I scored the first, then they equalised, and then Winston got the winner.
Scored the winner, yeah.
So that was just down to just knowing, and the fear of losing that game was just immense. So we had to, 10 men or not, it didn't matter. We had to win that game. Right, it didn't matter. So we found it within ourselves, and we done well.
I mean, I was shitting myself for 2 reasons, because we had that. I was meant to be, like the day before, they said, "Oh, did you want to be like Herbie Hammer or Hammerhead?" You know, one of the mascots. But I didn't got to see. But I had to get a CRB check, and that's going to take like 72 hours. So I ended up like chaperoning. It was brilliant, just literally walking around with them. But my daughter was due that day, so I was like, and I had a really good seat, like a really good seat. So I was there with like a beer in one hand and my phone like literally to my ear. So it was like 60, it's probably about 50, 60,000 West Ham fans, weren't there?
Diehard, you are, mate.
Oh, well, do you know what? But it's not that far.
Due that day.
Just due that day, yeah. Mrs. Budden. Mrs. Budden let me go. Mrs. Budden let me go, man. But see, the thing is, I was front row.
See people like you, that what you just told me there, that for me, that shows me how much West Ham mean to people.
Yeah.
So players need to understand that when they come to the club, they have to take this seriously, because
True.
You're missing you might have missed, yeah, your daughter's birth. You need to understand that.
I didn't think of it like that, but you're totally right. Yeah,
take football seriously. So, it's a
it's
true
true.
fact. And when I hear these stories, that's when I feel more passionate about what I do and how much football means to people, because it's their life. So it's got to be done. But yeah, that day was amazing. Like that was a nerve-wracking day for everybody that was involved with West Ham.
Yeah.
But I was sneaky. I had a sneaky feeling that we'd win, because I just knew that I had faith. I knew God wouldn't let me down that day, no matter what. Even if we didn't play well, I knew that it was supposed to be, you know. So I was quite happy that when we won eventually, and we didn't have to go into extra time, because that would have been that would have been bad. And I'm happy I scored. Obviously, I'm happy I scored. But if anybody scored, I'd have been just as happy as well. It's just that we just needed to win that game.
Yeah,
that was the main thing.
That's exactly was it. We just needed to win it just to go through. You know, that was yeah, totally, man. Yeah, I didn't think about that. No, you said it.
You didn't think about it. I just opened your eyes, didn't I?
Yeah. Although I've got to find a picture. I mean, look, I'll show you. Look, that was my seat. That was front row. That was my seat. That was cool, man. You said that was front row. So where Vastey scored that second half, I was there. Amazing. So, you know, she wouldn't have minded. She wouldn't know who I was until then anyway. And as I said, within with something like...
You just have some explaining to do when your daughter's older.
Yeah, but she don't know. She don't care. She knows where we are. But I mean, within 3 days... Yeah. Because she got married. She got not a few more years for that, but she was delivered in Queens in Romford, and so about 3 days later, I knew that the trophy was going to be at the little shop at Romford, and I knew Eddie was there. So I walked in. I was like, "Can I just?" So I've got a picture of her in the trophy, about 3 days old.
In the trophy.
I'm gonna have to find it as we talk. But
You're something else, mate. I'm telling you, you are a different cat. You're a different kettle of fish. In the trophy after 3 days being on Earth.
I mean, I gave her 3 days before she was implanted. Do you know what I mean? So,
that's amazing.
Look, it's one of those things where it was as you said, you know, she's 8 years old now, so you know, and I made sure that she would, because I had my pass, so I can, and this was, and you know, the ground's not there anymore now, so I could sneak into Upton Park, so cause obviously you could walk around quite easily around there. So I've got a picture of her on, you know, like she'd been signed for the club, you know, wow. And then I turned around to see my wife, and she'd gone for it, like sprinted, like into and lucky Dougie, or no one was there because he would have lynched me. But so like I got that, and you know,
how Dougie gets with his pitches and his grass.
Yeah,
the grass merchant.
Good old Dougie, yeah. But I mean, that's what I mean. But you like all those players, as you said, all those people around the club. That there's still loads still there. It's a real, you know, people talk about a family club, but it is, man.
So,
it really is.
I saw Dougie the other day. He's still giving me stick and banter in front of the players I coach. You know what I mean? He's like, they were like, how do you know him? Who is he? Why is he talking to you like that? Like kind of thing. I'm like, listen, that's Dougie. He's the groundsman, mate. See that grass you play on? He's the boss of that. So if
it weren't for him, if it weren't for him,
you wouldn't be out here.
Yeah, exactly.
In the car park.
Yeah, but I mean, that's it, man, isn't it?
But yeah, no. So this is all these people. It all culminates to the West Ham way, and you just got to understand that and buy into it. And once you know everybody around West Ham, you'll see how lovely the club is as a whole. You know, it's not just about what you see on the TV. It's not all of that, because the unsung heroes are the ones that I love. Like I love like the people that work, like the kit man. I love the lady that comes in to help out in the kitchen. Yeah, there's about 3 of them. I love like the lady that comes to wash the kit, like after training. And do you know what? The kit man and her, they're the ones that actually I take very seriously, because I can get extra kit here and there. Do you know what I mean? Little caps and little snoods and scarves and that. So you got to look after those people, but
you do, man.
I love them I love them like they're my family. Do you know what I mean? So it's the best way to be.